Hey!
And we are live!
Oh, none of that was live? Are you kidding me?
None of it was live.
Oh my god.
Hi,
Viewers
missed
are
all
going
the
to be
good
so
material.
disappointed when they learn about all the things that weren't live.
The best things happen when we're off air. So.
Yeah, Eric, you should definitely release a behind-the-scenes footage segment of all the crazy shit that happens while we're trying to get live.
So that's why we need Nick here, because Nick records everything.
Nick does record everything. I found this out. Jacob found that out to his chagrin when he got absolutely wasted on Skype, and Nick was recording the whole fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think Nick has any evidence from last night.
Okay.
So
Well, you never know, dude.
What is the subject of today's podcast?
Technology.
Tonight is the subject of technology and technology recently, and some things that we've heard and things that we're excited about, and that kind of thing.
Now,
Hoverboards suck.
Hoverboards do suck.
brainstormed a few really good talking points for tonight's podcast while you were away.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Mario
So
Kart.
No. We're trying to study the technology of using logs to transfer large stones to build structures.
We really want to get to the heart of the matter.
Of humanity.
We're taking it from ground zero, and when technology was originally invented.
Never forget!
So, moving on, I want to start with something that sparked my interest today that I heard about. That I think, Matthew, I know you've heard about this, and Dwight may have heard about this too. In fact, everybody probably has heard about this.
Pokemon Gold.
IBM, doing its thing with Sword Art Online, and how confused everybody was about what was actually going on.
I read a headline once, and I'm like, it's not going to be what I want it to be, so I'm not going to get interested or excited at all.
Yep. And it turns out you were absolutely correct.
And then someone hacks it, and you can't get out, and your brain explodes.
That's what I want.
Sounds great.
That's what I want. I want
That's
exactly.
the dream.
Yeah.
That's you want the realistic experience.
Yeah. He wants to get to the heart of the matter.
I want .hack shit. I want like real Sword Art Online. That's what I want.
He wants a Log Horizon. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Log Horizon would be way too easy.
Fuck off.
What
do you mean too easy?
There's no fear of death.
No, but there is, as they reveal in Season 2.
Whoa. We don't want to spoil it for Eric if he hasn't gone that far.
Wait, you're talking about how they lose their memories?
How they lose their humanity through their memories. They lose part of who they are. It's not just the memories.
Yeah.
You lose something worse. It's worse than death. You're living
You realize we're live and we can't censor this out? Like,
spoilers
on the internet forever.
Who cares? It's like 2 years old at this point.
I know how we can get off the topic. Fan service.
No.
No.
Hey, Nick, guess what? Or sorry, not Nick. Dwight, guess what's going to happen to this podcast if you start talking about that?
I just said that so we could get off that.
Yeah, no, we're talking about Fan Service, the anime podcast by RT.
No.
Sneaky motherfucker.
Saved.
Thank God they named it that shit.
But no, seriously, hold on, go back a little bit. So IBM did what now?
IBM basically mistranslated an announcement from IBM Japan that was saying that Sword Art Online was going to become a real thing.
They're just using their computers to...
They're using a really cool system to make something that will look like Sword Art Online and possibly even act like Sword Art Online, but it won't be Sword Art Online because they won't be full dive. It won't be like you put on a helmet and it shuts the rest of your body down and you
that technology
to it. That
it's like an advanced Oculus
in a consumer form.
It's getting there because we had a dude who built it.
Okay.
Well, actually, I was watching this TED Talk where this person attached a device to one person's arm and then a device to a different person's arm, and when this person moved their arm, it forced electrical shocks for this person to move their arm. So.
But I mean, we can build.
That is.
We can use that to.
So that's how we can make nerds play basketball.
Oh, jeez.
That's how you can make white men jump.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Because we all know white men can't jump.
So it's not like an actual
movie about it.
Hold on. So it's not like an actual like merger between the brain and a computer system. It's just probably going to be kind of like a VR type experience.
It is exactly VR.
It's just high-end Oculus Rift.
Extremely high-end.
Okay.
that none of us can afford.
No.
Not a single one of us.
So
Not
something.
That's not my car.
million
It'll
years.
probably be something like you go to an
I can't
amusement
even
park
afford
and
an
pay
Oculus
$40
Rift.
for it.
So it's
Like
going
a-
to replace the MechaSalt games at Dave & Buster's.
Probably. Yeah. Beachhead 2000 or Beachhead 9000, I think it was.
Mm. Is it? Did they have it at RTX?
It was a helmet thing that you pulled down over your
No,
head.
the pod that you sit in.
Oh, that thing.
You know,
Yeah, I
in the
remember that.
cockpit of a
I
mech.
remember that.
Oh, that was cool.
I can't wait
Anyway.
until they have like Time Crisis, like VR.
One time
I
Crisis
can't
is
wait
good.
until they have like anything VR.
Well, you could
Full
look at
virtual.
Yard work
Oh,
simulator.
cool, yeah. See, they have those Oculus games. You get
Yeah.
stepped on by giant women.
Hi.
What?
And everyone's done.
No, but I thought it was kind of cool that everybody suddenly jumped to this conclusion like, oh, Sword Art Online's gonna happen for real, guys.
For realsies this time.
Like I think the technology is still something like 20 years away.
At
Is what they're
least.
predicting? Because they're like right now we have things that can read electrical impulses from the nerves and like make bionic hands move. So we can do that. So we know the things that make the things move. Now we just have to figure out how to make the things in a non-thing move. If that makes sense.
What?
No, we already know how to
That
translate.
makes zero sense.
We already know how to translate nerve signals into actions. For example, the movement of a hand.
Yep.
The problem is, for one, blocking all neurotransmission, so blocking your body
Except-
from being able to move at all, right?
Except
for
vital
breathing,
Yeah.
right? Difficult. All right. Second
So,
one,
It's like, come on.
yeah.
second one, translating visual impulse, like for a CCD, into signals for your brain. Something that if this existed, there would exist no blind people, by the way.
Pretty much.
And there are blind people, so don't have this technology yet.
Hey, no,
They're working.
we-
They're working on
You're
that.
right next
Oh,
to.
dude, there's a
125
huge amount of
kilos
money
of-
in it, but
Oh yeah.
it's not here yet, guys.
Yeah, I do.
Don't be too excited.
But no, it is getting close.
No, it's not. I mean, it
Well,
depends
I
on what
mean-
you define as close.
Okay, we're getting to the point where it's now possible to conceptualize that this will exist at some point.
Dude, people conceptualize this to exist since like the how long ago was it?
No, but
The
now we can actually like start.
1950s?
No, but now we can actually
Yeah.
like start.
Eric,
Planning
they've already started doing some stuff. There's been low resolution images captured from cats' brains that they've been able to slightly make out like landscape stuff at least.
Yeah.
So
Wait, how do they get these images from
you're
the
getting
cat brains?
hyped up by
It's-
the
with a
releases.
CAT scan.
It's not.
No,
Jeez.
if I remember correctly seeing
Thank
it,
you,
they
Matthew.
basically had like a bunch of probes hooked up to the cat's brain, and they could basically pull the visual inputs in. So they could basically, from that point, try and reverse engineer and try and go the opposite direction, where you could take basically a camera and impulse, the signals into the brain.
Yeah, produce image
So,
data. The
yeah.
problem is there's actually a lot of translation that happens in the eye before it goes back to the brain. So we'd also have to figure out how to do that, and that's essentially image processing. So you'd have to have a fairly powerful, I'd imagine, GPU working behind the camera to translate that into signals to the brain.
So what you're saying is this probably wouldn't fit in a helmet that's about.
No, it would fit
No,
in a helmet,
quantum-
but it's not
yeah.
going to fit in an eye is the problem. It's going to take
Yeah.
a while before you can actually put an artificial eye in, and it's going to be work.
True.
Yeah, especially if you want to run off the just electrical impulse of the human body, you'd need a battery pack. But I mean, people carry around iPads and all these other crazy shit in purses and bags, and we carry around these giant ass phones these days. So
Yeah, and if you're blind, then I think it's worth the effort.
It's a sacrifice you're willing to make.
Huh.
All right. Well, I have to go.
For those of you who are not blind, are you totally comfortable having images thrown into your brain?
No,
Well,
that's
as long as
creepy.
they can't do that without my consent, then I'm.
They
fine.
can and will. That's the only reason why they'd make it.
I
Hey,
mean,
look at this midget story.
Can you not?
Yo, speaking of technology, there's a $1,000 HDMI cable
that does what?
do?
Wipes your ass?
I
was gonna go another route,
trying
but
to
let's go
comprehend
skip
this.
that.
It has a 24 conductor DNA helix design. Oh, thank God! I was really worried that they were going to use, their non-helix version. What the fuck does it even mean?
Maybe it's more efficient.
It's got high speed with Ethernet.
Oh, so that's just next gen HDMI.
Yeah, there's nothing special about that. That's been around
It's
for a
minimizing
while.
your cables if it does.
But HDMI, there's a spec for HDMI that already includes Ethernet pass-through.
Yeah, that's not really special.
Yeah.
There's no reason anybody should. Who the hell is selling it for
I'm gonna go
$1,000?
buy it.
Thing $1,000. I guess it's made of
Buying it.
it's made of platinum.
Yeah.
It's made of platinum.
I'm sorry.
Everybody knows.
I have a
Everybody
problem
knows.
with
Hold on.
companies.
Everybody knows that platinum is more conductive than copper.
Oh, okay. You thought that was bad. This one's $10,000.
Oh, jeez.
It's 20 meters long.
Here's the biggest problem that I've got with companies with all this, like, the digital stuff. Is they're just like, oh, you need a better connection, blah, 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 blah. You need gold. You need blah. You need all these special features. It's just like, you need adequate shielding, and that's about it. As long as the conductive material is able to pass the signal, that's fine, because at that point you're dealing in ones and zeros.
Yeah, it's all digital. As long as the information gets there, the cable doesn't fucking matter.
If you're talking about analog, yeah, sure, what it's made of creates a lot more quality picture. But yeah,
Speaker wire.
Different.
speaker wire, coax cable when it was just like the old analog TV signal. But yeah.
Speaker wire doesn't matter because it's just a negative and a positive impulse that causes the driver on the speaker to go in and out.
Depending on the resistance of the wire, it could cause problems.
You
But
change it a
usually-
little
Well,
bit.
It's like if it's made
Yeah.
of Kanthal versus stainless steel or
Yeah,
nickel.
the wire's made
Yeah.
of something different.
Yeah,
of course.
over longer distance,
don't wanna
runs,
use
it's going to create a bigger problem. But yeah.
Mhm.
It sounds like all you poor people are trying to justify not being able to afford $3,000 wires.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, it's not a matter
He does
of
have
being
a
able to
point.
afford it. It's a matter of principle. It's like I can go to eBay and get an HDMI cable for what, 75 cents? Why should I spend $1,000 on an HDMI?
This one's
Why?
platinum,
Because when
bro.
you're showing your
Principles
setup
are
up,
for people not in the 1%.
Yes, let me just take back this nice lady of the evening and show her my $1,000 HDMI cable.
No,
I'm
you
sorry,
you know
but
how
that
much the
sounds,
setup cost?
That'll
The HDMI
really get
cost
her wet.
$1,000.
that sounds like something I would mount in my corner that protects my virginity, you know?
Dude,
$1,000 HDMI cable.
you bring the bitch back and you're like, see all these cables? They're worth more than your entire house. Just
You
the
could
cables.
almost afford-
Don't even get me started about this fucking amplifier, the crystals in this thing. Oh my god, the 80 fucking analog to digital converter in this thing is fucking mwah.
And
Moi,
she's
but
gone
Almost
by the
more
time
than
you finish
American
talking.
college education.
They're like, what the fuck are you talking
How many
about?
different vape things have you put to your mouth since you turned on your webcam?
It's all been the same page. Oh, it's two.
I have two tonight. I just built this one like right before I turned on my camera. That's why it was off at the beginning.
Fresh off the presses, boys.
Fair enough. So what's another thing that we found? Oh, I got one for you. Can anybody tell me the difference? Actually, I wish Paul was here because he knows all about this argument that I've had with him. Can anybody tell me the difference between the 980 Ti and the Titan X?
The Titan X makes faster because X factor.
Oh,
No, it's complete marketing bullshit.
Wait,
90%.
hold on.
It
Do you want to know
has
the difference?
X amount of CUDA cores.
Do you want to know the difference?
Cooling.
I know there's a very small difference between the 980 Ti and
No, it's actually a pretty big difference. It's a pretty big difference.
X
Well, I
can't
mean,
give
their
it.
names are pretty different.
Is X going to give it to you?
No. The 980 Ti has 6 gigabytes of memory. The Titan X has 12. And that is
Okay.
That's
quite,
like double the memory.
is quite
Okay,
literally the
hold on,
only
stop.
difference, though.
Hold on, yeah, okay.
Well, I mean,
That's
it's quite
exactly
the difference,
problem.
though.
Hang on. It doesn't add it doesn't process video
Yeah.
any faster.
Yeah,
There's just
that's a big
there's a
thing.
capacity. There's no increase in bandwidth. Is what I mean.
Yeah,
The process is the same amount of video
Basically,
at the same amount of speed.
yeah. You're paying for virtual RAM storage size. That's it. That's all you're paying for on that. And if I remember correctly, the Titan X is probably still around $1,000, and the 980 Ti is around what, 700,
650.
650.
But that's double the RAM. That's a deal and a half.
$350 though?
$350, you get double the RAM.
You get 6
Are you
gigs
not
of RAM.
doubling it? You know what double?
I will say
That's
this.
two.
The
That's two.
GDDR memory is a lot faster. I will give it that. It is more expensive for that reason. But for $350 just to jump 6 gigs and just slapping a different name on it, that's stupid. That is
Just call it the
stupid.
980 Ti 12 gig.
No, but X.
It has to be Titan X. No, remember there was because the early version of the Titan X, the one that came out last year, or maybe the year before, the Titan Z.
Was it the Z?
That was the Titan Z was basically because it was Titan, Titan Black, Titan Z, Titan X.
I haven't
And
followed
the Titan Z is basically if you took the 980 Ti's specs and then downgraded them a generation with the same amount of memory.
Yeah.
Because I think it was a 6 gig card that is slower and has fewer CUDA cores and doesn't cool as well as the 980 Ti.
Well, I mean, I guess that kind of explains why so many people have been, releasing attacks on Titans.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
The puns are strong tonight.
Get the fuck out.
First we got Discount Ryan Reynolds, then we got some
Oh.
puns.
He's gonna kill you.
That wasn't aired.
Yeah, nobody else heard that.
Oh wait, nobody heard that.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
brought that.
Nobody
You
saw
brought
it.
that up now.
Get up a little bit. Move your head up a little bit. Does this look like Ryan Reynolds just a little bit?
It does when he
Smile.
looks down slightly. When he looks down slightly,
If Ryan Reynolds had like a wider face.
Here, no, not all the way down. Look up.
Don't look at your
Looks like
dick.
Ryan
You don't need to
Reynolds.
look at it.
I was just comparing to how it looked in Deadpool. Not as burnt.
Actually, okay, when you do kind of a furrowed brow and you're looking down, I can kind of see it. But beyond that,
What has Ryan Reynolds done for the technological world?
That's a good question. We should Google it.
He released
Deadpool.
What has Ryan Reynolds?
It's Ryan Reynolds, not Brian Reynolds.
Brian. I didn't say Brian. Technological world. Well, I mean, he was in that movie
Streaming.
Buried, and I guess they
look at that,
created
you're
like
streaming now.
new ways of.
Oh, did it just
Recording
now let you
one
know?
boxes.
I don't know. It's been on my phone. I haven't listened to my phone recently, so.
You're dumb.
Has anybody seen Buried with Ryan Reynolds?
I have.
Was it?
It's actually like really interesting how they like shoot it. Like they had like a box that he was in that had like all these like sliding compartments, so they could do like their camera moves and whatnot, and still have like the box look like it was a box instead of having gaping holes in it. So I guess that's kind of like a technological evolution, whatever, on how to
Changing box.
record
Yeah,
people
evolution.
inside of a box.
They made it so your box can still look like a box when it's a box. Technology.
Not quite a
2016,
box.
We're going places. We did it, boys.
Hasn't David Copperfield been doing that since the 40s?
Yes.
Who's David Copperfield?
Oh my god. He made Statue
Stop.
of Liberty
Stop.
disappear, and you're asking who he is?
I
Stop.
don't think he's been around since the 40s.
He's not been around
No,
since the 40s.
40s. Guys, David Copperfield was from the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, someone's
pretty
from
sure it was the 40s.
Where? No.
Yeah, he started practicing magic when he was
He could
like
be-
negative
He could
10
be
years
using a
old.
different calendar, you
Were
know.
you guys there?
Were you there?
No, but were you?
We're
I was
asking the
at least
important
alive in
questions.
the 90s. I remember that.
You're trying to prove me wrong by saying he was around in the 90s. I'm trying to prove me right by saying that he was still around in the 90s.
Holy fuck. Alright. David Copperfield was born in 1956. He wasn't even around in the 40s.
That's his
You don't
biggest
know that.
magic trick, actually, was time travel.
And
Hey, you guys want to know something funny?
No.
look at David Copperfield.
So the podcast is going to be in a, well, not the podcast, but something that happened with the podcast is going to be in a Womble video.
In a what?
Oh
In a Womble
no.
video.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
A Chumbawamba?
don't tell
My face is
anybody.
going to be seen by more people.
What do you
No,
mean
no,
don't
no,
tell
no,
anybody?
no.
We're live on stream.
Okay, whatever. But a thing is going to happen in the whole video. Whatever.
failed.
Whatever. I'll cut it out. I'll edit it.
Oh my god.
To the live people watching it, who's currently just me,
There's just 0, actually, because I can
Just
tell who's watching.
everybody tweet it. Everybody tweet it.
says one person is watching.
That's probably you.
Not me.
It is.
But anyway, GIF.
Yeah, I just see this GIF. It's Archer and Dr.
Krieger.
Dr. Krieger.
Okay,
and
he's not a doctor.
It's the GIF. It's just stop. My penis can only get so erect, and it's just playing and playing, and I can't stop looking at it because it's glorious.
It's hypnotizing.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Just erect penises. They just get me.
Hey, to each their own.
Biggie, can't you see?
So here's what I want to talk about.
No, what's going to be in this video?
Huh? No. Well, I'll tell you.
Wait, what's Wombo?
Wombo. Yeah. Anyway.
Soviet Womble.
No.
I'm serious. I have no idea what type of video you're talking about. I
Don't
don't
worry
know.
about
I'll send you a link tonight.
No, you won't.
We're about it.
I'll send you a link tonight. Anyway, guys.
Wombo number 5.
Who knows about the new Skylake processors and how excited are they about them?
Not at all.
I have heard a few people talk about them, but I haven't really looked into it that much myself recently because.
Why are you not excited about them, Matt?
Because I'm not in the market for an upgrade for the next year or two. That's literally it. It's not something that's going to be in my hands for quite some time. So I'll wait for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th gen or whatever.
Yeah, you're like, how old is your computer right now?
It's a year and a half.
Yeah, so you're probably not gonna jump on the next gen. Not this next generation will probably be the generation after that.
Yeah,
more than
exactly.
likely.
Like, it's cool, but it's not going to be something that I need anytime soon. It's probably good. I don't know if it uses the same socket size anyway, so I'm probably going to have to upgrade motherboard and everything else. So.
No, with the way Intel does it, they change the socket size like every other generation.
Yeah, okay.
Every other year, basically.
Yeah,
Colin, is there a bird flying by your head?
it's a fly probably.
Is there a
It looked
bird?
like a damn bird.
There's a damn bird.
I saw a
can't
fly
hear it.
flying around.
Show your
earlier.
face, bird.
But yeah, it's just yeah, they change it like every other year. Like mine right now, I got the 3rd generation, the Ivy Bridge Intel processor, and that, if I remember correctly, is 1155, and then the current socket is 1150. And before mine, I want to say they had another socket, but I can't remember what it was. And the socket that I ran before that, which was a Pentium 4, that was a socket 775. So, yeah, I expect them to change it again, whereas AMD, I think, does it actually right, where they basically, right now they've had the AM3 Plus. I'm talking sockets, you asshole. I see your face shaking back and forth there. No, it's like they've kept the same socket for, what, the last 4 years at least?
Mm-hmm. And they haven't changed their lithography since 2007.
Yeah, they do need to change some stuff.
Because they're at like 32 nanometers, whereas Intel's
yes.
at 11.
I just, I don't know about 11.
Boy,
I know-
Eric, socket to him.
You've brought this upon ourselves.
Why do we have the male Barbara in our podcast?
Well, I am Canadian, despite what the hat might
I was
suggest.
gonna say.
Detroit's almost Canada. It's close enough.
I'm from Windsor, so I might as well be American.
Yeah, but here's the plus side for the AMD stuff is that it is cheaper, so that's one reason why the socket hasn't really changed. So it's more appealing to a wider group of people, even though Intel's got the name, and it is better for some things. So like, if I want to have a laptop, I'm rather going to have that with an Intel chip because that's not going to eat the battery in, say, a couple of hours. It can last somewhere up to 5 hours, give or take, depending on its power. Whereas the AMD ones, I wouldn't even touch those, to be honest, because usually those are like, the quad-core ones will eat the batteries, or at least eat them faster than an Intel one will, and they usually typically wind up being slower. Whereas if you get the bigger like desktop chips, if you're using it for general use, it's not that bad. If you're using it for, from what I understood, and I'm actually going to be testing this year, I'm going to be building a virtual server, so I'm going to test out to see how fast it is to run, say, multiple machines with it on just one box. So it should be interesting to find out what happens. But from what I've been hearing from a lot of people, and some other sources, is that AMD, because of the core count, is actually better for virtual machines. So, shut up, Intel fanboy. I'll take what's best for me.
He's going to be testing it. We'll know for sure on this episode of Mythbusters.
I can technically run it. Because around the time when I got mine's a 3770K. Around that time, the 8350 was the chip on the AMD side to compete with it. So it's just like, that's what I'm planning on getting, so I can still run the test and find out. And I'm going to have 16 gigs in both, see how many machines I can run on both, and see how quick things are. So it should be interesting. The only differences are going to be I will probably have a RAID 5 on the virtual server, and then I'll have an SSD on mine to see if I can even it out at least. So we'll see what happens.
Cool. I still think Intel's better than AMD.
It depends. If you're talking like the architecture, power usage, and the efficiency of it, then yes, Intel's better than AMD. AMD is kept playing catch up, and I don't know how it still needs to catch up for Pete's sake. I mean, it's 32 nanometer, 95 watts power usage. It's just like, get it down there, guys. You need to get down to at least 22.
Dude, the hot processor from FX8170, which is the really hot one from AM3 Plus.
Wait.
It's 32 nanometers.
Oh, 8370?
8170. Or wait, is it? Oh, sorry. 8370E is the super power one.
Yeah.
95 watts. That's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Considering
especially
the really hot Intel clocked up at max turbo is 88 watts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to be throwing a 1,000 watt power supply in there anyway, I mean, does that really matter? Does that 10 watts make a big difference?
Okay, how about we compare it to the generation directly preceding it before this one? 220 watts.
Like I said, though, I mean,
conversation I joined in on.
Oh, hey, Dustin. How
Just
are you?
numbers. That's so much fun.
Shut up.
I mean, here, I got something for you. Right here.
I'll
This
say it.
thing right here. This thing right here does
low
150
power.
watts. This is 150
you very-
watts. Yeah. So I
Okay.
mean, what's the big deal? That's 220. Most mods these days are 200 watts.
For the normal home consumer, the wattage isn't going to be too terrible because a lot of times people will turn their computers off in the middle of the night, blah, blah, blah. Now, where it's really going to cost a pretty penny is if you're talking on the enterprise side, because if you are running a virtual server with AMD chips that, say, take 95 watts compared to Intel's...
They won't use those. They'll use the 220 watt ones because
it depends. Eric, you are thinking general use.
No, I'm
In
thinking
an
these
enterprise,
have-
no, stop. In an enterprise use, there will be general chips for certain uses.
Okay,
You
but-
think the big databases use the general chips that you use in your computer? No.
No, of course not. But
Must be out
look.
of your fucking mind, Eric.
Also,
Fucking Dwight's
enterprise
going
Get this
full
man under
game.
control. God damn it.
Side
Well,
note.
you're comparing. Sometimes you're comparing apples to oranges here, so it's just like stop
Side
it.
note.
No. Look, Dwight. Here's the thing.
Dwight, eat a Snickers.
This episode is sponsored by
count?
Snickers.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
No,
Oh,
but
chocolate
seriously,
chip
Dwight.
granola bar, my favorite.
They're going to use a low power, no, not necessarily, a lower power consumption with a higher heat resistance and about moderate to high processing power, right?
It depends. That's the problem with the IT world, dude. You can't just cookie cutter it.
Oh, I know, but you can't.
Depends.
But
A lot of-
most commonly,
Side note, a lot of enterprises don't use AMD in their servers.
No, technically, no, they don't.
Yeah.
But in some certain situations, if you want certain kind of power requirements or like processing power requirements, you do go with AMD because of the core count.
Yes. But
So,
you were just
depends.
you were generalizing for enterprise use. A lot of enterprise servers and stuff like that just use it.
Intel.
I
Yeah.
said
Quit
it
changing
depends.
hats!
I said it depends. for Pete's sake.
He's got
Gosh
like
darn it!
three.
I said it depends on the use in the enterprise stuff.
I know.
Sometimes they
I know
will
you
use Intel. Sometimes they will use AMD.
Did it again.
Rob, how many hats do you own, man?
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Oh, jeez.
Fucking TF2 up in here.
No.
He's a
If it's
scout.
TF2,
He
you
looks
gotta
like
start
scout.
stacking it. You just gotta start
And here
stacking
he
it.
comes with a stack of hats. Oh, no, it's going to be a different hat. Who knows?
It's gonna be a different hat.
Who knows? We
You
don't
fucking
know.
know.
It's crazy.
It's a different hat.
No, that's...
Oh,
yeah,
there we
there
go.
comes the
We got
stack
the
of
stack.
hats.
There's the stack.
The stack.
Not the full stack.
Just a stack of the matching ones.
Quebec Nordique stack.
Yeah. Generally, what I tell people though, with the debate between changing hats. Generally, with the
Sorry.
debate between
That's gonna be
AMD
a
and
highlight.
Intel though. Okay. Okay. We good? Oh jeez, here we go.
Side note, another side note. This conversation's great for us nerds, but we want this to be viewed by other people that don't want to kill themselves because of IT. I think we should change the topic.
Yeah,
will in a second.
I'll get on Enterprise. The last thing that I just want to say for it is just like if you're looking at it for home use, that's also going to depend. So if you're looking for the cost and stuff like that, sure. If you want the Intel, go for it. But you don't need the i7 all the time. That's what I've discovered.
Yeah, price to performance, AMD can compete very well.
Yes. It's going to run warmer, and it's probably going to eat more power and everything.
I was trying to ignore it, but you guys had to call more attention.
Oh,
we have to. We have to.
Zach, you need yours.
I know, Zach, you need yours. What the fuck?
So it's 1,000 miles away. It's
Won't
like
anyone
in that
come play
direction.
with my Pokeballs?
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
I have
They're
Pokemon
fuzzy.
socks somewhere.
Fuzzy balls.
These are the fuzziest Pokeballs I've ever had in my mouth.
Oh.
So I showed up in the middle again, and I may leave right away here. Who's Zach and I don't know the other guy here. Ethan.
Yeah, you don't need to know me.
Zach is Ryan Reynolds.
For like 2 minutes before.
Zach is our discount.
Let's see that.
Hmm?
I'd flip you off. My camera's not allowed on screen.
Yeah,
It
because no, he can't turn on his camera because it doesn't work.
We'll get
Hold on.
one frame every year.
I was gonna say we should preface that he can turn it on,
It's
and it does function as a camera.
it's
the
just real
problem
slow.
is-
Still, it's not
He's in
video.
Canada, which means he doesn't have any actual internet.
No,
He has
Yes,
to-
no.
You have to give the data to a moose to
Camera's
run
not-
out the server.
He's
He has
like
to get any
way
frame
up
from
in
this.
Canada.
I'm way up in Canada where
He
there
lives
is no
in
internet.
rural Canada, not
Yeah,
urban
way up.
Canada, rural
Less.
Canada.
Less
He's not the
video.
90% that live within 5 miles of America.
Yo, what up?
I like that buffer zone for anti-Trump.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. So now that we're not going to be talking about socket sizes and stuff,
Yeah,
Just
man, it was
really-
great. I came home. It was great. I came home from work to listen about work conversations. God damn it.
The way you said that, just, oh my gosh. Innuendo right there.
I mean, we can talk about socket sizes if you guys want. Is that
I'm a
what
big
you're
fan of
doing?
the. I'm a big fan of the half inch. It's
Tolerance
most
range,
general. You use that the most, really.
I found the half-inch is a little too big for my liking.
Mm.
My socket size is too small to be
I
measured.
suppose you use tiny stuff there.
I usually have to go with the 1/8 inch.
We call it
Eighth
the micro socket.
Yeah.
See, for the work I
can
do
we stop
mostly,
now, please? Can we move
No,
those
I'm
are
actually.
small jokes.
Here's the thing. Here's the
Socket
thing,
jokes,
Eric.
Eric.
I'm actually talking about socket sizes as a socket size. You guys are just the ones putting a dirty spin on it.
I mean,
Okay.
13mm master race, am I right?
Wait, we're talking about dirty stuff?
What? Yeah, oil changes. That's
Wait.
a fun car, man.
Way too funny.
I'm just talking about audio gear, you know?
Oh, right. Okay. All right.
Okay, so you guys want to hear a funny story from the IT world today?
Is
No.
it actually funny or is it depressing?
Let me just mull this over real quick.
It,
I'm
it
just
was
gonna
it was a dumb
We'll
thing that
deliberate.
happened that I finally discovered today because there's this multi-$1,000 unit that somebody in the research departments had to get. It powers this X-ray thing for plastics, whatever. Anyway, all of a sudden, like a week and a half ago, the touchscreen on the front of it went out, and we were just like, "What happened? What happened?" Do some troubleshooting. It shows up on another screen, so we're just like,
Not the
"Panel's
first.
got to be dead." I spend 90 minutes today.
It wasn't plugged in, was it?
swapping it out. This is an all-in-one unit, so like the touchscreen is literally attached to the computer part.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently on one side, which I hadn't studied that closely, there is a brightness, 2 buttons for brightness, and then another button to turn the screen off and on. So I had already replaced the unit, and then found the button. I was pissed.
How do you still have a job?
I had 3.5 hours of sleep last night.
You just wasted your company so much money.
No, actually, that happens a lot, and it was under warranty. He's probably fine.
My company is a state university.
Okay, never mind. Fuck them.
Yeah, just fuck that then. That actually happened to me, but it was with a processor. I changed a processor on a laptop. This is like 1 month into me starting IT. And I didn't realize you had to relock it. I didn't lock the processor into place.
Oh my god!
And it wouldn't turn on. I was like, what's going on? We ordered a new motherboard for the computer.
Oh my god!
And this is after me replacing a motherboard. We're like, this is DOA.
At least he didn't put the thermal paste on the wrong side.
Yeah, no, that'd be bad. I'm not that bad.
Oh, dude.
I've seen that happen one too many times.
That was my first time changing a processor on a laptop, in my defense.
Fair. I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, no.
True.
So I want to tell a funny story.
The whole thing.
I want to tell a funny story.
What you got?
Is it actually funny?
Yeah, it is actually funny. So my buddy, back from California, actually he's not really my friend anymore. He's kind of an asshole. But anyway, he decided he wanted to build an awesome. He decided he wanted to build an awesome computer after he got his bonus check from Google because he started working at Google. So he spent about. Hang on, no, it gets worse.
Fucking Google. You know?
Google. So anyway, he spent about. Stop.
Rest in peace, Google Glass.
I wish that looked good and wasn't dorky.
I wish I could finish my fucking sentence.
All right, so he spent a stupid amount of money on building a custom computer that was completed.
Spent about $4,200 on this computer.
Oh man.
Hold on. He got an i7 4770K.
Okay.
For $550. He got 16 gigs of RAM at $2,100.
Did it come with a free blowjob?
Hang on, $320. He bought a Storm Striker case for $316. Basically, if you can think of something that he would have to buy to build this computer, he bought it and spent about twice as much as he needed to.
Got the fancy Noctua fans and everything.
Absolutely. Because, those are totally necessary.
Customizable LEDs.
So hold on. He gets to the point where he's like, all right, I'm going to put this together. And he calls me up, and he's like, hey, you think you can come over and help me put this computer together? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't know how to do it. I'm like,
oh, boy.
YouTube.
Okay, I'll be over there in a minute. So hold on, I drive over there, and I'm like, all right, let's put this together. So it turns out he invited like 9 people to come over and witness the building of this computer.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
So then we get the motherboard put in, we get some of the wiring done, and it's like, all right, motherboard's in. And I was like, wait a second, don't we need to put the CPU in? He's like, huh?
Oh my god, what a champion.
So I was like, all right, so let's pull the motherboard out. So he pulled the motherboard out. We put it on the little piece of styrofoam. We're like, all right, let's put the CPU in. So he's all excited, and he fucking takes the CPU in his hand, and he drags a corner of the CPU over the little tines sticking off of the motherboard, and bends 2 of them.
Oh!
Like, visibly bends them. And I'm looking at it just going, well, motherboard might be fucked. He goes, no, it'll be fine. I'm like, no, Sean, that's what makes all the little 1s and 0s go to and from the processor. He's like, okay, but that's 2 of them. I'm like, yeah, but if even one of them isn't working, it doesn't work.
That's just 2 less 1s or 0s. It's okay. Your F's might be Q's, but it's close enough.
So he's trying to convince me it'll be okay. I'm like, no, we need to bend these back into place and see if it'll work.
So did he smash it in there?
No. We bent them slowly back into place.
Okay, good.
And then put the CPU in and locked it all together and got it all turned on and it's all ready to go. And then he sort of put the power cable for the video card the wrong way in.
How?
He put it in backwards.
He had to force that.
He did, because he thought it was the wrong way because the words were facing the wrong way. So he took a knife, cut the little clamp piece off, clicks into the video card, and turned it the other way, and shoved it in.
And he's working for Google.
Not anymore.
Oh,
Thankfully.
thank God.
Hey.
Hang on.
He can have no heart
as
to
a
do
like
software.
sales
Hang
guy.
on. It gets better. He after this, we realized that something was not right because when he turned the computer on, there was this loud beep, and I was like, "The fuck?" So we look at it, and there is a white line running through the bottom of the motherboard.
Oh no.
He bent the motherboard, shoving the power cable.
What a fucking champion.
Wow.
Guy of the year.
So, lessons to be learned. There are guides on YouTube for building a computer. I will probably end up making one. Don't ever try and build a computer if you don't know how to do it or know somebody who does. And don't try and do things on your own without asking somebody who is competent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just because
So-
you're a ham-fisted backyard mechanic doesn't mean you can put together a computer.
No, it's
My question is how, where did he buy these parts that they were that damn expensive? That blows my mind that he got a 4770K.
The same place you buy the $1,000 HDMI cable. Same people.
You
No.
poor people wouldn't understand.
You want to know where he went?
Craigslist?
Fry's Electronics.
Oh boy.
And bought nothing on sale.
Ooh.
fool.
If anybody's ever been to Fry's Electronics, I'm guessing you have, Dwight? Have you ever been?
We actually, up here, there's no electronic stores besides, say, the Best Buy. So if you're looking for, singular parts for computer parts, you're going to want to go to Amazon or Newegg or Tiger.
No, you're at Micro Center in Cincinnati.
Nope. I'm in Iowa, dude. No such thing here.
Cincinnati, Iowa.
He's,
Okay,
Close
right.
enough. One step
he's in a
over.
different part of.
Yeah, that would be like driving to Texas, just for the barbecue.
Well, hold on.
I flew here for the barbecue.
Nothing else more than the barbecue.
Anyway, but no, Ethan, you know the Fry's that's down the road from us?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you went to, how in Fry's there's
Usually
the
potatoes.
section, no, there's the section where everything is. If you look at if you're looking for what's the best way to put this, like an auxiliary cable for your car stereo. There's the section where there's a bunch of them, and it's like the Belkins and all that kind of crap. And if you walk 10 meters to your left to the audio equipment or the car audio section, there's 100 of them for $5 instead of the $22 ones. He went to all of the sections where things are supposed to be and paid for them there.
What a champion. That man is a hero.
He's a genius. In fact,
He's the reason why Fry's is still in business.
people like him. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little sad.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any good tech stories? I know if we had Brody here, you'd probably rattle
Oh,
on
I know.
for hours.
Zach, you
The
got any
first
good
time I
tech
put in a
stories?
video card, I ruined just totaled my computer because I forgot to unplug it.
Ha! You fuck.
Oh my god.
All right. Let me explain.
God.
I was
Leroy,
like,
you're dumb as hell.
listen, I was 12 and just figured out what was wrong with my computer. It was that somebody took out the graphics card.
Was that?
You just figured this out? You're like, gee, I wonder why there's no display on my
No, no.
computer.
So
Why can't I
I
plug
was-
in this VGA cable
was-
anywhere?
no, it gets better. So I knew where the
I
graphics
bet
card
it
was
does.
supposed to be, but it had fallen in. So I just propped it up, put it back in the hole, didn't put it into the motherboard, plugged the VGA cable in, and was like, why isn't it showing anything?
And then you shoved it in.
No, then I looked up how to do it on Google, on YouTube, and I was like, perfect. Went and I was turning it off every time I opened the case, except for this time.
Oh, of course.
And then I
my
got so excited because I was like, it's gonna work. Slam. Poof. No. I knew what happened immediately too. I was like, I made a huge mistake.
Alright, Joe.
Luckily, the computer was 6 years old at that point, and no one was using it. It was just gathering dust.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Thank goodness.
I had a laptop. This was me just trying to make it. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you had something to actually play with?
The
Yeah.
most surprising
Besides himself.
thing to me about that entire story is that at 12 you had YouTube. I didn't get YouTube till I was like
Yeah.
17. Damn, I'm older. Damn, you're young.
I didn't get YouTube until I was a man.
Yeah, no.
So never?
Eric.
Oh,
No. Damn.
shots fucking fired. What?
I was saying you and I think it was Dwight. You guys were both shocked when you guys found out that I lived on my own, and you guys both thought I was in high school. I'm fucking young as hell. You're not old. I'm just really young.
God, there's no way you live on your own. Can you even make mac and cheese?
Yeah, sure can.
Do you know how to boil hot dogs and then cut them up and then put them into your mac and cheese? Can you even handle that?
No, I go to right.
Oh, you have one of those hot dog slicers, right?
Yeah. No,
It's shaped like a wiener dog and everything.
I can't handle
Wiener
Canadian.
slicer.
It's too much for me, so I make like steak and
So Dustin,
pulled pork and stuff like that.
Dustin, are you going to come to RTX this year?
I don't have a passport.
So Dustin, are you going to come to RTX this year?
No, I told you this
You have
already.
5 months.
Just come in from the south, you'll be fine.
All right.
There you go. As
But
long
there's
as
gonna be
Trump's
a wall
not
there,
there,
too.
you're good.
I'll get wrong.
I just opened up my subscriptions on YouTube, and all I see is Dustin's icon.
Your subscriptions
I'm so
on
sorry.
YouTube?
I'm subscribed to Eric's channel, so therefore I'm looking at the thumbnail right now, or the thumbnail right
The
now.
Oh man, I'm
Thumbtail.
so happy.
Thumbtail.
I'm so happy that that's the.
You know, here's the problem. It's going to change like the instant it uploads.
I know,
Yeah.
but right now,
For this
my
current
dumbass
moment in time.
face,
Dustin's the star.
I'm the
Dustin
star.
is the star. Don't you feel happy now, Dustin?
Yeah.
All right, so I want to tell you a really funny story. So when my dad got out of the army, he had been working as a communication specialist, so basically a spy, but as a communication specialist for the army in Germany. And so he came back, and his first job, he was like interviewing for an IT job. Well, not an IT job, like a.
Like an IT
See,
job.
your story's already losing all merit.
Like an IT
He's
job.
too much.
Hang on.
Do you
all
even
over
have
the
a
place.
dad?
Hang
I don't even think he has a dad. You're a
So
freaking
hang
orphan,
on.
aren't you?
Test tube, baby!
So anyway, he gets his job. And his boss asks him at the interview, like, "So have you worked with computers?" He's like, "I have worked around computers." It's like, all right. So the first day on the job, he asked his new supervisor, the guy who's supposed to train him, was like, "All right, I need you to teach me everything." He's like, "What?" Like, I totally bullshitted my way in here. I need you to teach me everything.
Wow.
So hold on.
What
it
a
gets better.
fucking guy.
Dude, well, he ended up getting his boss's job.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's how it works.
he goes and he's working one day, and the dude who taught it, who was his mentor essentially, was a heavy smoker. And so they're working on 2 Apple computers in a fucking portable outside the office.
Painful.
And so it's already roasting hot in this fucking thing. And this dude is smoking inside the building. He's like, "Dude, can you open a fucking window or go outside?" And finally, it's like a few hours later, he's like, "You smell smoke?" It's like, "Yeah, of course I smell smoke. I'm smoking one right now." And a fucking jet of flame comes out of the front of one of the Apple computers. His boss
God,
does
Apple computers are great.
his boss
Classic
does
Apple.
a full body dive towards the power cable and yanks it out. There's this smoking computer in the middle of the fucking room.
That happened with a TV of ours once. I was in my parents' room. Like, it was going fine, and then like the screen went black, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I hit it, and all of a sudden, flames started coming out the side of it. I'm like, what the fuck?
You made it angry!
I've incurred its wrath.
I got a fun story.
sacrifice.
I got a fun story. So I can't say the name of the product, but there was a thing in one of our racks, and it wasn't working. We couldn't figure out why. It was dead drive. We opened it up, and
Was it a Seagate?
no, the drive I don't even remember what it was. It was an SSD. But we opened it up, and
Kingston.
the drive had at one point caught on fire. There was no more drive. It was black.
We opened up the rack, and it was gone.
It was just gone.
Yeah,
was like,
what
what?
happened?
We
don't
opened
know
up
where
the
it
door to
went.
we opened up the door to the server room, and it was wearing a hat, sunglasses, and was holding a gun. He was fucking waiting for us. He knew.
Like, I mean, the only logical explanation we could come up with was obviously it disintegrated and evaporated.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
You know,
Drives do that. Drives do that all the time when they.
We had to. We pulled it out, and
But there was nothing to pull out. It was gone.
It had visible damage to it, and it was hilarious.
Aw. Oh, here's a good one. So, what do you call somebody who is an obsessive clicker?
Jeff.
Oh, jeez.
Somebody who. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, there you go. So, my mom, bless her heart, is not the best with technology, or at least she used to not be. She's a lot better now.
He pointed at me when he said his mom.
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly his mother.
I did birth Eric.
Hi, Ryan.
he is a test tube baby, so he just attaches onto the first thing he sees after he's hatched.
So, I'm gonna pretend that didn't hurt.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm not the sickly thing's mom.
So anyway,
We are now, Zach.
Son.
and I'm so fucking
Go to
done
your
with you.
room. Go to your room.
I'm in my room. So anyway,
No. You gotta do that right. I'm in my room. Okay, we're moving on.
No one found that funny, Dwight. Cut that.
Constant clicker. Your mom.
Eric, edit that out. Edit that out, Eric.
huh? I can't actually,
No,
unfortunately.
we'll
And
fix it in
Steve,
post.
Just go. What
It's
about your
fine.
mom and
We'll
clicking?
fix it in post. It's fine.
She plays too much League of Legends. What?
She's a clicker.
No, so anyway,
Diablo 3 or Diablo 2?
we had one of those really old
StarCraft?
printers. We had one of those really old printers.
Dot matrix.
No, but it's like an early
Not like that
HP, I
old.
think. It's like an early HP, but it was one of those where you could click several times and it would just keep printing.
Oh God.
So the computer froze, and she was like,
Oh, no.
"I don't understand why this isn't working." She calls my dad, and my dad's like, "So what's wrong?" It's just the computer's not working, and it won't print.
Oh no.
No. This is before the cancel print command.
Mm-hmm.
So it's click. Eventually, my dad's like, "Well, you know, why don't we just reboot the computer?" So just hard resets the computer. Good 5 minutes later, computer boots up again. All of a sudden, the printer's like, "Hey, you have a print order!" And starts spitting out paper.
But the thing is, printers have cancel buttons on them.
Not
Even old ones.
not
Even
back-
at old-ass computers.
You can just take out all the paper. I mean, there are ways that it could have gone, but it didn't go any of those ways.
There are ways it could have gone if you
It's like-
had have not panicked.
Yeah, exactly. So my dad's just like, so how many times did you press the button? Like, I don't know. I just kept clicking on it.
Just unplug the fucking serial
So,
port from the
my
fucking
dad
old-ass
just went
printer.
and- My dad just went and fucking unplugged the printer.
Yeah.
And I
Never
plugged
turned it back
in.
on.
And then it started trying to print
The
again.
end. Never
And then-
printed.
The printer that never printed. Never
Some say
before
it's
has there been
still
a
printing to this
story
day.
of such woe.
Legend has it.
This printer is not printed.
Some even say
Since
if you
that
go into
day.
the woods late at night on a full moon, you listen really closely, you can still hear it printing.
Okay.
If it was a dot matrix, you could hear that thing printing.
Oh, I think the printer's coming.
Is it 2 feet up behind me or 10 blocks away? I don't know.
Have
It's
you guys
getting
ever
on
seen?
us, run!
Have you guys ever used the dot matrix printers?
They're terrible.
Yes.
It's such a nostalgic sound when I do hear it, but
I
my
only
God,
heard it
it's
once
so loud.
It's
I'm gonna make you
music
guys
in
feel
my
old
ears.
again. The first time I heard a dot matrix, I was 16.
Going on 17?
No,
You made it
it's-
sound
Your
to
life was
change?
never the same after that, was it?
I heard that dot
Dustin,
matrix.
16 for you was yesterday.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Dustin,
Wait.
you still look 12.
I know.
Where did you
Duck face.
see? Where did
Dustin
you
and
see
Shanab
dot
can
matrix
fight to see
printers?
who's the youngest looking.
I was doing a course in high school about computers.
Ironically.
And we started talking about printers, and
What are
my
the odds?
was like, listen to this thing. And then he played the dot matrix printer, and it was just the best. It was the most
You played
annoying noise. We didn't have one in
Did he
school.
pick
so
it up and print with
no,
it?
no. He had to pull it up on YouTube because he started printing off things in different orders, so it would make some cool noise. No, he had to play it on YouTube because we just didn't have a dot matrix printer. So
Someone
Oddly
has
enough,
an
right? I
audio
just
clip
don't
to
happen to have a
YouTube
dot
printer.
matrix printer on hand.
I wonder,
I mean, it
I
was
wonder
in
if there is
school.
somebody who has a niche market for making dot matrix printer music.
There's actually a thing. 1 second.
Yeah,
No,
there-
don't you dare! Don't you dare!
there's an actual
No.
band too. They use like the
No.
hard drive things. They use like the
Yeah, it's
scanner
actually really
things.
cool.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
I saw it a couple of weeks ago.
I'll
Somebody
post
posted
it
a
in
video
the
to it on
Skype
Reddit.
chat so it doesn't get linked. But
Go ahead, please. Do not post it. Anyway.
Well, I
So
mean, if
something-
vinyl can make a resurgent, then why can't dot matrix printers?
Yeah.
Because you're dumb.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Sorry.
Holy
I
crap!
didn't
If
mean
you like,
that.
I will come into your bedroom at night and while you're sleeping, and I'll pour Vegemite down your throat.
Oh god.
dude, Katie figured
Motherfucker, fight me! I got Marmite.
Oh God!
I don't know what's
That
worse.
shit is gross.
I'm
Like
leaving.
the first thing she does when she gets here, she's like,
We will soon.
"Here, I brought Vegemite. You
Okay,
have to
so
try."
here's the thing about Vegemite.
And I just poured it
What's
directly
on a
into my
sandwich?
mouth, and it was fucking disgusting.
It's supposed to be on a sandwich. It probably tastes fine on a sandwich.
It's weird when it's on bread. The first bite tastes like cinnamon and brown sugar, and then like a split second afterwards, it just gets like really bitter, and you have like the worst aftertaste in your mouth like of all time.
All right, guys.
Oh.
I have to go, so I will talk to you guys later.
Quick
I'll
tech
talk to
pop quiz.
Vegemite.
What is the?
That's a video card.
Can you identify which one?
It's an
that's-
AMD. Okay, well, it's an ATI, really, but.
All right, I gotta go. Bye.
It's
Yeah.
a 320.
Hang on. Wait,
It-
Matt, go ahead
that
and put it up.
is probably a 6000 series AMD ATI or ATI HD Radeon.
Nope. You're all kind of far off.
No, is it like a Nvidia like 630 or something stupid?
740.
740.
Seriously.
Fuck.
740.
Okay, that's not a regular,
No,
brand from.
It's
no,
MSI,
that's
isn't it?
not right.
I don't know. It's whatever came with a Dell. A Dell, yeah, Dell.
Wait, which
Dell.
album?
With
Wait,
a Dell?
Dell.
Rolling
Came
down
with
deep?
the Dell. Why are you rolling in the deep?
No, I
Just-
bought a Dell motherboard that.
You can't
Yes.
just go buy a Dell. She's a person.
She is a human being. We have got rid of slavery a long time ago.
Yeah, it's what comes with a
That
Dell
is-
XPS that I bought off a buddy to work
I
on.
haven't heard that one yet.
Which one? That album that he bought off the buddy? Wait. So I'm guessing at one point in the future she becomes a cyborg and can no longer use her age for her
That's,
album names. So she has to start using like her like robot serial number.
Well, hold on, guys.
Oh, boy.
What are you
A
doing?
Dell
First thing,
XPS.
I YouTubed a Dell XPS and it comes up with someone like you, so that must be the song. Just saying.
I'm confused.
Okay.
Yeah, moving on.
Oh, fuck.
Moving on.
So one thing that I'm kind of curious to get you guys' opinion on.
You don't want our opinion on it.
So things like the Apple Lightning cable compared to
That's
say
the shit.
USB-C. What? Just because of the name?
Yeah. You ever seen Lightning?
Boom.
Well, like I was
Shit's on
watching.
you.
I was watching. I think it was KBH. What's his name? KBHD or something like that. I can't remember his exact name that he uses on YouTube and whatnot. He does a lot of computer-related review and phones and whatnot. And one of the things that he brought up in a video was the fact that why Apple hasn't adopted USB-C, or like why. I think his main topic was the
Same reason
headphone
nobody
thing.
else has adapted USB-C.
What cost?
And the fact that it's fucking stupid. Like, look at this shit. Like, I have my USB-C, I have one USB-C cable, and one wall plug that I can put my USB-C cable into, and no computer to put my USB-C into.
Is it USB-C on both sides, or is it
Yeah,
USB-C?
USB-C on both sides.
Oh wow!
How
Okay.
fucking useless!
Yeah, I know.
I can't
like, the
do anything
adoption
with
rate-
that.
Yeah, the adoption rate's been a little bit.
What are you talking about? Like micro USB?
No,
No,
USB-C.
Yeah, USB-C is kind of more like a. It's like micro, but it's basically rounded on the edges instead.
Oh, like the ones on the bottom of my phone.
Yeah, very similar and stuff like
Okay,
that.
so What's
You
the deal?
USB-C on both fucking ends.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever tried this before, but it doesn't fucking go in.
Get an adapter. Just get an adapter or 6.
Or 6.
Well,
You'll need them.
like here's the big issue that KBXG brought up was the fact that with the headphone thing, it's just like if you want to power your phone and with say the next iPhone where they're planning on only having like one port, you basically have to have an adapter so you can both listen and charge your phone at the same time. And it's just like, he was bringing up the point of why would Apple do this? And it's just like because of the moolah, because you have to pay for like $20, $30 adapters for each little thing, because that goes for iPads, that goes for like the MacBooks, or even like just the Mac Pro, like the trash can things, because it's like you have Thunderbolt and you can use that to like certain monitors and like straight cables and whatnot. That's fine, but if you're trying to go to something else, say if you want to go to a TV, you got to usually go from mini display ports or Thunderbolt, excuse me, to an HDMI adapter to HDMI to the TV. So you always have to pay for something extra in there. And it's something I've been finding a little annoying in the last year or so, that they require so much extra money just to run your stuff. So it's just like, I would like to see everything go USB-C. I don't expect it for the iPhones because it's Apple.
Could you imagine if USB-C became like everything? So instead of like, you know, having a USB-C port for charging, a USB-C port for like, you know, like just everything's just USB-C. Your fucking HDMI out is USB-C to HDMI. Your fucking audio cable is like your headphones into whatever USB-C. Everything USB-C. Every fucking thing. Just change it all. It'd be perfect.
I think that's what they're trying to do, because if I remember correctly, USB-C you can use to do video as well as, you know, just your regular data transfer. So
I would rather just have a headphone cable and then whatever USB charging point I have to use to transfer data and power. I don't understand the point in trying to make it one, because it just doesn't really make sense.
Because if you're trying to do multiple things at once and you only have, it's like, oh, what's that? You want to do things with your Mac? Well, you can either charge it, go to a monitor, or plug in some sort of peripheral. Pick one.
This is why I would never want to use an Apple.
Yeah. Well, it's like
because you're forced to stick with their rules.
Yeah, and it's like that newest. What is it? It's not the MacBook Pro. It's just the regular MacBook. If I remember correctly, when they first released it, it only had the one USB-C. And it's just like, why would you just have one? Why just one? Because it's like if you're trying to power it and you're also trying to plug a flash drive in, you can't do anything.
Yeah, you can't do it. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so I want to explain something. Zach here is very excited because it's his first night out in Austin.
Yeah, first night.
First night that he might possibly remember?
Yeah.
Actually, no.
I remember last night.
No.
I remember being at some girl's house at 4 in the fucking morning.
Oh yeah? What were you doing at that girl's house at 4 fucking 30 in the
morning?
morning?
Monopoly. What else do you do at 4 in the morning?
Obviously.
Exactly. We played the game of life. It's so fun.
How many kids do you end up with?
Anyway, he and I are going to go out and get, what was the word?
Ethan.
Interplanetary.
What was the word you said? There's
chocolate wasted.
Chocolate.
No, not
asking me
There's another
what
word.
word I used?
White girl wasted.
I said we're going to go get weird.
Oh. There you go.
True team. True.
Hey, yo. So did you talk to the lady yet?
The lady with about the thing and the stuff and that
exactly.
and the other
Nailed it, Rob. Just fucking nailed it.
The computer chips.
What? Bitch better have my computer chips.
Dwight just wants to give her the RAM stick.
I wonder what socket she has.
Hopefully she's compatible with my CPU.
That might have been the lamest one yet. Congratulations.
That really was.
Thank you.
Worst. Zach is.
I hope she can interface with my peripherals just fine.
I hope she doesn't mind.
I wish you'd seen that fucking dance move.
I I hope she doesn't mind when I unsafely eject my thumb drive.
Look, hold on. Rob, you gotta remember, you can't put in a floppy drive, you can only put in a hard drive.
Well, I mean, even then, the hard drive's already built in.
I mean, with that attitude, sure.
Hey, it's a hard task, but every once in a while you gotta push a little rope.
Oh, I mean, there's a reason why they call it a flash drive.
Oh my
Oh.
I am so done with you people.
In a flash, out in an instant.
Are you like trying to do your tapping your toes, looking at the watch, pointing at the clock?
There's no clock over there.
Because he wants to go get crunk.
He wants to go get fucking...
Really? Is he like straight from 2004?
over there, huh?
Wait, say it again? I don't think they heard you.
But wasn't he enjoying the wonderful conversation we were having?
I think he was, but now he wants to go and enjoy alcohol.
Tell him you'll meet him at the bar after the podcast is done.
The podcast has been going for an hour and 15 minutes, which is going to make it the shortest podcast we've ever done, but it is going to... We do have to get going because we have to go meet people.
People?
Other people that we're going to go get...
What time are you guys meeting them? Because I have to shower.
Let's go crook.
Okay, go shower right now, Ethan, and we'll get dressed and ready to go.
No. Ethan,
Bye,
fuck that. You don't need a
Ethan.
shower.
I do need to because I am a functional alcoholic and I need to go ahead and nurse
I haven't
that.
even washed the puke out of my mouth from last night. You don't need a shower.
All
Oh, I
right.
definitely need to do that.
Guys, we're gonna live stream Ethan showering.
Which site?
Ethan's
Look at
face is
YouTube
like...
Gaming?
He's like, yeah, that sounds good. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So if that piques your interest,
I mean,
it was justified 0.
you can accept tips.
Shower tips, guys.
For more viewers,
Things are about to get a little steamy.
Huh?
Things are about to get a little steamy.
Well, they're about to get crunk. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me tonight. Sorry, it's so
Fuck
short.
you.
Hey, not this week, but the week after, we're going to do the podcast on Saturday because I'm going to be out of town.
What?
Penis.
Yep, I'm going to be out of town.
SATURDAY.
Are we
Right.
supposed to be live still?
Yes.
Yes, because people need to know about that. But anyway,
Okay.
What people? I'm the only one watching.
shh, don't break the immersion.
What immersion?
You know, season 2?
Immersion.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.